Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Monday AMA. Today we're actually doing the first Discord AMA that we've done in a very long time. When we first launched the project, we would do these pretty regularly, but it had been moved over to pretty much Twitter Spaces and pretty much Telegram exclusively. But we're going to be back here on Discord because we're putting together a big plan for how we want to scale our project using Discord and kind of recognize that it is a pretty important tool to have in our arsenal. So you'll be seeing us here more often. I do see a lot of new faces in this chat that I haven't seen in Telegram. I don't know if you guys are probably using different usernames and that's why I don't recognize you guys, or if there's just new people because we're in a whole new platform, which is cool too. So regardless, welcome. Today's AMA is pretty much going to be like some minor updates and kind of just letting you guys know that everything is on track for what we had spoken about in
He
the
didn't
last AMA.
tell me when he lost. I can see
Go
him
ahead.
on Twitter.
What happened?
Yeah, like he didn't tell me. Like he really he got.
Nobody. Your mic is unmuted.
Yeah, because I told you.
All right. I had to disconnect them. Okay. Anyway, where was that? Please, guys, refrain from talking unless you have something to say relevant to what we're talking about. So, if you guys were paying attention to our Telegram, you'd see that we made a small
But like he
announcement
was
for Burn.
specific. Like he asked me, "Did I told you about the
Oh,
token?"
oh
Like
my
that
God.
was his question. Yeah.
This is the AMA is going on.
Yeah, I don't think he's got his headphones on. I muted him for now. Anyway, we made a. Sorry, that's just kind of funny. We made a small announcement for Burn. So as you guys know, Burn is getting listed on Bitmart. So that's another exchange for Burn, and I'm pretty much I'm holding back, but there's a lot more other things that are in the pipeline that I want to talk about. But this is not the time or place. This week is actually going to be pretty much mainly hyper focused on the upcoming breeding. So the breeding is coming in 6 days, 7 days from now, on the 13th. So what is that? 7 days from now, yeah. And once breeding comes out, the 10 days after, the crates are going to come out. We just got listed on 4 different websites to pretty much no 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 different websites. So we're on NFT calendar, we're on NFT drop calendar, IC tools, NFT timing, and crypto.com, all on their upcoming collection stuff for our EFT collection that's coming out on the 23rd. So that the whole marketing process for that is pretty much getting put into motion literally starting today. So obviously you guys could see some of the collaborations that we've been doing in our Discord with other projects. I believe we have about 40 plus different projects lined up for collaborations just to start with initially, even just pre-launch, and then many more post-launch. I've been tinkering around with a lot of the testing, making some, generating some ShibaDoge NFTs with equipables on them, and they're looking pretty clean. They're looking really good, and the customization is off the charts. So we're a week away at this point. This is the moment that we've pretty much all been waiting for the past few months, and we're a week away at this point. So I believe everyone is excited, but I do also believe that people might have some questions, especially if you hadn't been tuning into our previous AMAs on Telegram or listening in onto YouTube. Since there is a newer audience here of people that might be hearing this for the first time, feel free to ask anything that comes to your mind, whether you want to speak on the chat here, or whether you could even type in the general chat and I'll read them out too. So if you guys got any questions through the whole process of this, feel free to speak up. Give me one moment while I pull something up here and I'll get into the next thing. Okay. All right. So as you guys all know, pretty much about a week after the supply crate drops, our armory will drop too. We were talking about this in the last AMA. The armory is going to be pretty much where all the cool stuff happens, right? So that's where the drops are going to happen. That's where the new items are going to be coming out. That's where the free stuff are going to be, where you guys could claim it. That's where you guys will be able to actually participate and use your NFTs to interact with the armory based on what kind of ranked ShibaDoge NFT you get. So the one thing that we haven't really gone into, and we're gonna kind of keep this a little secretive until the breeding actually happens and it's all over with, is bloodlines. We haven't gotten into bloodlines, but when you breed your NFTs, your ShibaDoge is going to be a part of a bloodline, and there are different bloodlines that we'll get into, but we're not going to let you guys know off the bat just yet exactly what those bloodlines are going to be used for. But what you should know and what it is for sure is it has a lot to do with the ranking of your NFT. So keep your eye out for what bloodlines you guys get, and soon after launch, I mean, not after launch, but soon after breeding goes live, we'll get into the bloodlines and you guys will kind of learn a lot more about what to expect out of that in the future. So we kind of left it open-ended in a way where we can develop a deeper story through the bloodlines and also have more of a, like a gamification thing to it. There are going to be bloodlines introduced in our media as well. Through the comic book and through the storyline that we're introducing, the bloodlines are going to be playing a big role. So other than that, like everyone is going to be getting their own pretty much blank ShibaDoge, right? Because everything else that comes with it is going to be a equipable NFT. So you could literally like take all of your equipment off and make your ShibaDoge essentially naked. I mean, it won't be like fully naked. There will be some traits that are kind of like built in, but yeah, at the end of the day, the bloodline and some other minor things are going to be what differentiates your ShibaDoge from other ShibaDoge NFTs as far as ranking goes. Now, we do believe there will be a V2 of the Armory in the future. The initial build out that we're doing of the Armory is for what I mean by V2 is like, how we have staking season 1, staking season 2, season 3. We want the Armory to be kind of like that, but we want the Armory to have versions, right? So we'll have Armory version 1, Armory version 2, and we want to be able to make that storefront, that UI that you guys are going to be dealing with a thing that kind of evolves with the project and evolves with the storyline. And I don't know if you guys played many video games at all, but that's what a lot of these AAA video game producers are doing, like like Fortnite or Call of Duty or whatever. They roll out new season packs and they roll out new items and new season pass items every few months, and that's kind of like the direction that we're gonna kind of go with our armory, and the way that you guys are going to be interacting with the items that are introduced there are going to be playing different roles for your NFTs, right? Some of them might be purely cosmetic. Some of them might be cosmetic plus also they might offer you some type of utility. Some of them might offer you bonuses in the war zones. Some of them might offer you just a plethora of different things, right? So we want to make it open-ended. We don't want to kind of just like be closed-minded about what we can bring to the table with this, especially considering that we're building out a full-on ecosystem here. We want these NFTs to be compatible with the entire ecosystem. And talking about the ecosystem, we do want to continue growing the ecosystem and kind of bringing on more advancements into the space as we mature as a project. Now, we may have a special announcement sometime this week, and you guys will know for sure if we have a special announcement. We'll make sure to announce something in Discord and Telegram and Twitter and everywhere else, kind of relating to some of the things that we've been working on in the behind the scenes. So some stuff to stay excited for is in the works, I want to say, but the main thing is that we're finalized on dates. We know when things are coming. We know what day they're going to arrive. We know pretty much everything is done at this point, right? So it's a lot of weight off of our shoulders because we were kind of in crunch time trying to make everything align for the past few months now. We were working pretty hard and working with these deadlines, changing the deadlines, missing the deadlines, and then kind of like restarting that whole process. And now we're confident, we're done. We know what we've built is what we've wanted and what we envisioned. So we're taking a deep breath right now and kind of preparing for the next phase of things that we're going to be seeing over the next week, 10 days, which is going to be a lot of new people. There's going to be a lot of new excitement, a lot of new questions, a lot of new, yeah, I mean, you guys get the point. So I also want to let you guys know that obviously with the announcement that we made for the Burn token getting listed on Bitmart, that should be a sign of relief for a lot of people who have been waiting to kind of hear what the future of the Burn token holds. I know we still need to have a Burn AMA, but I could let you guys know that Burn is something that we're taking very, very seriously. If we weren't, we wouldn't have paid tens and thousands of dollars for an exchange listing. But we know that we want to scale the Burn project as well going into the future and kind of like have everything interlope with each other. ShibaDoge is always going to be the mother token, like I always say, but at the end of the day, the more things you have in your ecosystem, the more chance you have of having a successful ecosystem. And we recognize that, and we're going to be doing everything in our power to make sure all of our projects prosper and become successful. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys on announcements today. And I mean, at this point, we can start taking some questions, or we could just start having some casual conversations, whatever you guys want. But as far as like a dev update, that's what I've got for y'all today.
Hi Leo, Eric here. Question for the staking season or staking rewards and stuff like that. When are we going to hear about that?
Right. So I wanted to do the AMA on that last week, as you guys know. But since I ran into a bunch of personal stuff, I never got a chance to make the pretty much all the media for it, the files that I wanted to share with you guys, get everything finalized with Peter as well. I didn't have a chance to sit down and get all that done. So I'm going to try to do that this week. I'm going to try to finish everything this week. And once I have it done, I'll announce a date, whether it be on Thursday's AMA or Monday's AMA. We'll talk about it. But firstly, I just need to finish all of the paperwork and make sure I have something that I could present to you guys before I just get on here and ramble on about it.
Great, thank you. When is the website going to be updated? Because I asked you a question in chat, because it's still saying staking instead of deploying or something like that.
We'll update that immediately. I'm gonna good thing you bring that up. I'll send over a message to our dev team right now, and I'll have them work on that, because that is something that we do want to get changed.
Thank you.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate you bringing that up, because completely overlooked that. Let me see. Is Kaz in here? Kinu, are you in here? Let me see. Let me try to look for you here.
Don't see him.
Cars is KK.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Kaz is KK. KK. Kaz, if you can hear me, let me know if I need to speak to you about that or do I need to speak to our other people. So let's get that changed for sure.
Not cause.
I'm gonna say that's not cause.
No, this is cousin KK. I got a
Cause-
question.
Okay, I got you. What's up, cousin?
Just to throw everybody off, I guess. Hey, did you guys ever come up with a definitive quantity on the wallet for the free mint?
Yeah,
5 or 10?
I believe it's going to be 10. I believe it's going to
Hey.
be 10 unless something changed that I'm not aware of, but 10 was the number that we had agreed on.
Nice. Thank you.
Any questions, guys?
Hey, Leo. Hey, Leo. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Yep,
Hey,
we hear you.
perfect. Hey, how are you? I've
Good,
joined
good.
up
How
for
are
a long
you?
time. Good. I don't know if you recognize who this is. It's TD from Telegram.
Yep,
Evidently.
what's up, TD?
Different name here in Telegram. Hey, anyway, I wanted to clarify two things. Burn card and do they get anything at all during this process?
Yeah, so the burn card is guaranteed to get 5 free mints. If you're a burn card holder, you're gonna get 5 free crates, unrevealed crates airdrop to you. You don't have to do anything to claim them. They'll just be airdropped to your wallet. So yeah. So you're guaranteed, you're pretty much whitelisted 5 times by just having a burn card.
And okay, and so I don't even have to go and claim it somewhere. It'll just come to me in the airdrop, right? Perfect.
Exactly, yeah. It'll come into the wallet that you own your burn card in.
Makes sense. The other question I have, maybe slightly tricky, but let me ask. So on 13th, I breed 50 in one wallet, supposing I do that. The question is, I have now 50 bread version, and at some point in time, you will release the armory. The question
Right.
is, is it wallet and bread version specific? So if I go one time to the armory, am I done after I take whatever is eligible for that wallet and the bread version, or am I allowed to go 50 different times through the same
No,
wallet?
so you'll be able to, so let's say there's a sword available on the armory, right? And let's say for that sword you need a general ranked ShibaDoge to claim it. And let's say you have 5 general ranked ShibaDoges in your wallet, you'll be able to claim 1 sword for each NFT, each eligible NFT. So if you have 5 generals, you'll be able to claim 5 of those swords. You won't ever be able to claim more than what you're eligible to claim. So if you only own 1, then you'll only be able to claim 1. But it comes down to like how many eligible NFTs you own, and that's not like a one-time thing. That armory is going to refresh with new items every 6 hours, every 12 hours, every day, every other day. Like, it's going to be it's going to be like a carousel style armory where things change very frequently. So you guys are going to want to keep checking in to see like what's on the table now. And, obviously everyone's going to not want to miss anything because 99% of the items that are introduced in the armory, once they're gone, they're never coming back. So it kind of creates a sense of scarcity and rarity where people will be like, dang, I wasn't around to claim that one and it's gone forever now. So it gives it some sort of value. If somebody really wants to have that item, they're gonna have to get it off of somebody else on the secondary market. There's really no other way for them to want to get it again. And even if it's just like a common looking item and only one person claims it, or like 10 people claim it, then it automatically becomes a super rare item, right? So that's what keeps it interesting and keeps it cool.
Got it. One follow-up question on that is, supposing supposing I have you know I go to the armory, but tomorrow we have staked, right? So we have staking as well. So I go stake it. Now I don't have my parent version, right? Which is both Shiba and Doge because they're on staking. At which
Right.
point, how will the armory know what I'll be eligible, or I cannot enter it?
So the armory isn't going to be reading your Doge army and Shiba army ranks. It's going to be reading the rank of your Shiba Doge. So
The bread version. Okay.
the bread version, correct? Yeah.
So okay. So it's independent of right. Got it. So it's independent
Yeah.
of. Got it. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
because for sure, man. And then also, like, you know how we talked about in the last AMA, I don't know if you joined in the last one or not, but we're working on the layer 3 solution. Hopefully we're going to be able to get it in time for season 3. But if this layer 3 solution works, then the gas fees that people use to stake their NFTs are gonna pretty much, or let's not say stake, but put their NFTs into the war zone, are going to be pretty much non-existent. So like, let's say if you were paying $10 in gas before, you'd pretty much be paying like 10 cents in gas after our layer 3 solution goes live. So we're working on trying to get that implemented so people can, not have to pay gas fees at all. And when that does happen, when the layer 3 does happen, you guys will be able to still in a sense have control of your NFTs in your wallet while they're still in the war zone too. So it's kind of like it's a cool system, man. I mean, our devs are working hard on trying to integrate it, and I mean, I have my fingers crossed to see if they can get everything done by season 3's release.
Okay, thank you, Leo. Thank you for giving us an opportunity here to invest in ShibaDoge. Thank you.
Yeah, of course,
Well,
man. Thank you.
a follow-up question for the carousel. Do we need to pay the gas fee for now still?
So with the carousel, yeah. So anytime you claim something from anytime you claim anything on the blockchain, there's a gas fee associated. So from our testing that I've done on the test net, anytime we claim something from the carousel, it comes out to like 60 cents to 80 cents in gas. So it's nothing crazy. It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's nothing crazy at all.
But that is also going to be reduced then for
If we could, yeah, if we can actually implement the layer 3 solution onto the carousel too, then yeah, of course.
that will be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think the less gas people have to pay, the more attractive it becomes, right? Because we're trying to make this kind of like something where everyone can get into and be a part of, and it does add up for the people who have tons of NFTs and they do tons of transactions. It adds up. I know, like, we have some of our whales were kind of concerned. They were messaging us saying like, "Hey man, like it's costing me like $5,000 in gas, to put my NFTs in the war zone and take them out." And I mean, they have like thousands of NFTs, so it makes sense why it costs $5,000, but still, it's a lot of money to just pay in gas fees. And that's not just for our project. That's just like a Ethereum thing. That's always been the problem with Ethereum is its gas fees.
Yeah, I wanted to buy 2 NFTs today, but the gas fee was a bit too high.
Yeah. And they were supposed to fix that with the proof of work that they switched to, and it really did. I mean, it lowered the gas fees a bit, but not enough. I think they could have lowered it a lot more.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the time here. It's cheaper. Normally it's early morning for me.
So we might, like I said, we might make some type of announcement sometime this week. Not going to say what it's related to, but we might make some type of announcement this week in our Telegram and our Discord. So I would recommend you guys leave your notifications for pinned messages on, just because if we do make this announcement, you're not going to want to miss it.
I have a quick question. I'm sorry.
Sure, of course, go ahead.
This is from Catalyst. I just I wanted to ask, what will the income for the NFTs would be for deployment?
So it's pretty much going to be very, very similar to what we had going on in season 2. There are some minor changes, but like I said, I'm going to be making all those spreadsheets to share with you guys. I was supposed to have done that last Thursday, but I had some personal family stuff come up, and I just didn't get around to finishing that. So I'm going to work on getting all that done this week. And once that's done, I'll share all of the final information with you guys. But it's going to be very similar to what you guys saw in season 2. The only difference is we may have a bit longer of a season this time around. So that's the one thing that might be a bit different.
The longer the season, the better.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Happened, man. Leo break off.
yeah. If anybody has the old spreadsheet for season 2, feel free to post it in the chat. I mean, I probably have it somewhere in my files. I could pull it up here. Give me 1 second. I think I made that with Keynote.
And Snowman just posted it.
Okay, somebody found it before me.
Yeah, and that had posted the one for season 1.
Yep, there we go. I see it. If you look in the general chat, I believe it's in the general chat.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Catalyst. If you look in the general chat, you'll see it there, brother. So that's what was those are the numbers that were for season 2 and season 1. Season 3 is going to be pretty similar. No drastic changes or anything like that. Like I said, the only thing that would be a bit different would be the length of the season, which would in theory be a bit longer.
And the bird token distribution.
Right. Oh yeah, and one thing that we were going to be changing too is so initially this was supposed to be the case, but to receive burn tokens, you had to have a pair deployed, so a Doge and a Shiba. But in season 2, we opted to just give the burn token to anybody, whether they had a pair or not. But this season, that rule will be implemented, so you do need to have a pair in order to receive burn token as well. Home Skillet says those rewards will be disgusting at 1 billion market cap, and that's a fact, man. That's a true statement if I've ever heard one. If by any chance we hit $1 billion market cap for whatever reason, those rewards are gonna be pretty crazy. Those rewards will be pretty crazy for sure, and people don't realize it, but the value of the NFTs will also be affected with the value of the market cap of the token, because you guys are receiving that native token for playing in the war zone, and that ties together with the entirety of the ecosystem, right? So it's crazy how everything's tied in together, and I believe we're doing a pretty great job in incorporating everything hand in hand and kind of making sure that this ecosystem relies on one another, so nothing really kind of falls apart. Now we have a very nice idea for what we want to do with Burn, which will kind of come into a correlation with that secret surprise announcement that I talked about a couple minutes ago, which we're not even sure if we'll make that announcement yet, but we're talking through some things here. And like I said, just keep your notifications on, because if we do pin a message here in the next day or two, you guys are definitely going to want to see that early.
We're going to get reflections. Or is it only for Bitmart?
Oh, for Burn, you mean?
Yeah.
That's for Bitmart only, but reflections would be cool. But the thing is, it's like we already have a reflection token, which is ShibaDoge. But Bitmart really wanted to kind of like stand out and have something that other exchanges didn't have with the Burn token. So we kind of like came to a conclusion that like, hey, that the reflections would be something that would be cool and that the Bitmart community would appreciate. So that's why those are there, and I think it'll do good, especially since they agreed to kind of like do a percentage back to buybacks and Burn, so it kind of stays true to the root of what we want to achieve with the Burn project anyway. So I mean, we're happy with Bitmart. And I'm looking at some of the fan art that people have been submitting, and some of these are pretty cool, guys. So you guys are probably seeing some pinned posts in some of the Discord channels by somebody named Lewis. Lewis is one of our team members that's working with Max to do the marketing and collaborations with different projects. And yeah, just I don't think we've ever made a proper introduction of him because he always works behind the scenes, but he's kind of taking a lead here in the collaboration of different projects and getting the word out there for the EFTs and whatnot. So if you guys see pin posts from him, just go drop a like and share it or whatever. But that's Lewis, and he does his thing. Chilaev is asking, do we have to whitelist to participate with the free mint or just to guarantee a spot? So the whitelist pretty much guarantees you a spot. If you're not on the whitelist, then you're going to have to pretty much compete with the general public during the public mint, which can get messy because when those things happen, when there's like thousands of people trying to mint NFTs all at the same time. Hold on, I gotta ban one of these guys real quick.
Yeah, indeed.
All right, there we go. That guy's banned. Guys, by the way, don't click any links unless it's posted and pinned by us. Don't risk it. I know people get scammed left and right. Just be smart. What was I saying before I got distracted there?
Whitelist.
The question of J-Live.
Oh yeah. So if you're not whitelisted, you're pretty much going to be competing with the general public to mint. And what can happen in a scenario like that is if there is a high enough demand of people trying to mint, they're going to drive, even though it's a free mint, it'll end up costing a lot because gas fees kind of stack up pretty high during those mint events. And then also if your transaction doesn't go through faster than some of the other people's do, you might run into failed transactions and you might run into kind of like the project selling out before you're able to mint one. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to everyone, but I've seen it happen plenty of times with other projects. So that's just something to be aware of. If you do get a whitelist, then you pretty much have nothing to worry about as far as competing with other people. You could go in there and mint your crates earlier than the public will be able to, and then you'll also still be able to participate in the public sale if you wish to do that with another wallet. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. All in all, it's a good thing to get whitelisted because you're pretty much guaranteed a spot at that point. Now, we have shared some information on how to get whitelisted in our how to whitelist tab here in Discord. Now that's one of the ways. Over the next few days and weeks, we'll add different varieties of ways to get whitelisted. So keep your eyes open for different options too. I know a lot of people reached out saying like, "Hey, I don't have any friends on Discord, so I don't know how I can get whitelisted, this and that." So we will have different options, but just to let you guys know, it is going to be limited. Like we're not going to be having thousands upon thousands of whitelist spots. There will be a pretty limited amount of them. So just keep your eyes open for new things that pop up, or just go participate in the whitelist that we've already laid out here in the channel.
Is there also a time available when the free mint is going live?
Not yet. We haven't released the time just yet, but kind of relaying back to the times of everything else that we release, it'll be anywhere between 12 to 4 p.m. PST is my best bet. But as we get closer to March 23rd, we'll give an official time as to when the public sale will be and when the cutoff for the whitelist will be. So what'll happen is like we'll create a window where all the whitelisted members will be able to go in and get their mints, whether it's a couple of days early or a few hours early. And then after that window closes, the public sale will open and people will be able to go in and mint their crates there. So we don't know exactly what time we want to do that just yet. So as we get closer to the 23rd, we'll release that information. There's a question in the chat. It says, Leo, OpenSea is going to indicate if one Doge or Shiba Army NFT listed for sale was used for breeding. Yes. So it will show you in the metadata. It will say whether it's bred or unbred. And then we will also have different ways on our website that you could check it too. But you won't be running into any surprises. You'll know if you're dealing with a bred or an unbred NFT.
Leo's on YouTube. They're asking, can you send the link for the whale group?
The link to the whale group on Telegram, you mean?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Oh, it pisses me off.
What?
My place again. Fuck.
I can only mute him for me, I think. He's hot miking.
Which one? Which one was he?
Mondays, 888.
I got to give you different permissions. Like I think.
Yeah, I've had to kick a few people out. They can come back in, but
Yeah.
that's the way I've
Here, I'm
had
gonna
to.
post.
Hmm.
I'm gonna post in here the Telegram for the whale chat. So I just posted it in the general chat. If you want, you can
Okay.
have them know on YouTube that it's in the Discord.
Okay. Yeah, Dale, if you just join the Discord, you can get it from there. It's been dropped in the chat.
I'm gonna make another random. I'm gonna make another random ShibaDoge real quick. Let's see what we come up with. I'll share it in here.
Cool. How's the site working? Is it all good now? Ready?
Pretty much everything is ready. Everything is still kind of like on testnet.
Mm.
So we have to deploy everything on mainnet and we have to deploy everything to our servers, but that's like a 1 day thing and
Yeah.
we're pretty much good to go. All right, I just made one. Let's see. I'll share it in here.
Hey Leo,
That one
quick
looks
question.
cool. What's up, brother?
What's up? Is there a whale group
Lean
for
man.
Burn Token or just
Fine.
ShibaDoge?
It's just for ShibaDoge right now, but we will eventually make one for Burn. I'm not gonna lie though, the reason why I didn't make it for Burn is because not too many people even really joined ShibaDoge's whale group, and it's not even like the whale group that we have. You get any crazy alpha or anything in there, or like nobody really talks anything extra. It's just a bunch of people that just like share, memes and random stuff in there. So it's
That's so
nothing too
good.
crazy.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Are they going ahead, Peter?
Thanks.
Hey, Leo,
Dude,
quick
that
question.
background looks nice. Yep, what's up, bro?
Yeah, just a quick question. The whale group, is it only that you need to hold Shiba Doge, or can you go with a wallet that has minimum number of NFTs as well?
That whale group is just a Shiba Doge token whale group. That's all that is.
Got it.
What we'll do is we'll create different chats here in this Discord, which we already have a whale token chat. I don't know if you guys see that or not. I think you need to be collab land and be considered a whale token. I mean a whale rank in order to see that chat, but there is a whale token chat in the Discord too. We'll create one. I believe that's for Burn and for Shiba Doge. So if you verify your Discord account with the collab land bot that we have up top, then you'll be able to see all those other channels. And you'll see the tab. It says collab land
Yeah,
join. Yeah.
yeah. I was just trying to see which. What does it take if you have a burn card? Does it get you as a whale group, or you don't get there?
I don't know.
I'm trying
I'd
to
have
see
to
which
check.
wallet to connect.
Yeah, I'd have to check. I don't know if there's a rank for burn card in the Discord yet, but we will make one.
Got it. Right now, we need to have basically the ShibaDoge wallet that has more than 69 quint, and you would qualify into whale group. Is that correct? Is that
That,
the
yeah,
only?
I believe that's correct. It might be yeah, top 200 holders. Okay, that's where it is. So at the time that I made that screenshot of the top 200 holders, it was 69 quint. It might be a little bit less or more now, but if you look at the Ether scan, it should tell you what the top 200 is.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Leo, there's nobody here.
Hey, what's up, nobody?
Someone is asking about the breeding. So to get like a higher rank in Shiba Doge NFTs, you need to breed like a higher rank. Or it's like going to be like random, even for those like does have like low rank.
So if the higher ranked NFTs that you breed, the higher chance you have of getting a much higher ranked Shiba Doge. But there is still a very slight chance that you'll get a very high rank Shiba Doge, even if you mint. I mean, even if you breed two of the lowest ranked NFTs. So we still made it so that there is a slight chance for people to get rare bred versions, but we made it so that if you have a a higher rank, then you're kind of your chances are much better. How does my audio sound, by the way, guys? Does my audio sound okay on Discord?
Yeah, sounds good. Or at least for me, it's good.
Okay, that's good. Any other questions, guys? So over the next couple of days, so we just got listed on that one. Where was it that I pasted it in our Telegram. I'll paste it in here too, real quick. Hold on one second. There it is. Okay. So we just got listed on this website, nftdropcalendar.com. There's about 5 or 6 more of, well, 4 different ones of 4 different websites like this that we're going to get listed on here the next day. So when all of them get put up, I'll share all of these links, and Roof, maybe we could have the Shill Army kind of be sharing these on Twitter, YouTube, wherever else,
Yeah,
Telegram, I don't know.
of
Yeah,
course, yeah.
let's have them start sharing this, and let's have them kind of like start getting the word out there, letting new people know that there is a free crate coming out. And I mean, let's have people funnel into the Discord and kind of like get this thing popping.
Sounds good.
And if you guys know any other like websites that you like personally that you'd want to see us on, feel free to let us know where you want to see us, and we'll reach out to all those places. We're going on like a rampage right now, trying to get on as many different NFT websites as we possibly can before this thing comes out.
Question: when will ShibaDoge be listed on Gate.io?
Probably Monday.
Yeah, normally it's on a Monday, right? So
Normally it's on Mondays.
yeah.
No, in honesty, I don't know. We're going to be announcing some more exchange listings in the very near future, but what we've got in the works right now that hopefully going to announce this week is much more exciting than any exchange listing announcement. So we're working hard in the back end to see what we could do, and we'll hopefully have an announcement for you guys this week. I can't really talk about what it is or what it pertains, but we're working on something pretty special.
Cool.
Leo, can the people who have 100 plus NFTs be whitelisted for the drops? What do you mean by that? You mean like if you own over 100 NFTs, just like get an automatic whitelist? If that's what you mean, I believe that that is pretty fair. So I will let the team know that our whales should probably get get a whitelist. I mean, yeah, if you own over 100 NFTs, you deserve a whitelist. I agree with that.
You should make it up to 30, Leo. Make me happy.
Yeah.
I have two separate wallets.
You own
No,
30, you get one. Come on, Leo.
I'll let the team know. I'll let the team know. We should definitely do something for our whales, and that's a great idea. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Nah, I'm not a whale yet.
So is the whale 100 NFTs in the wallet? Is that correct?
Well, he was asking if it's 100 plus NFTs.
Yeah, but what's your
Yeah,
definition on that?
I would say if you own like 30 NFTs, you're a whale, in my opinion.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Leo,
you.
if I could hug you through this phone deal, I will reach out to you, bro, and just give you a freaking hug for saying that. Thank you.
Do it. Do
I
it
wish.
twice. Do it twice. Do it for me from my side too.
Leo, I have two wallets and I have 40 in total. So
Eric,
how's
start moving, man. Eric, start moving 10.
Exactly.
no,
Move
I'm not
10.
moving.
Yeah,
Chris
Eric, do a
Chris
one-day transfer.
Chris Scott owns like 9,000 Doge armies. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, I'm not a whale. I'm a zebra.
So one more thing, if you have 30 NFTs, you get a whitelist spot, right? That would
No,
mean that you're
that's not what I said. What I said is I'll go talk to the rest
sure.
of our team, and I'll bring that up. You know what Ice brought up, and I think we should definitely do something like that. So I'll let you guys know what we decide, but I'm pretty sure we can probably make something like that happen.
Thank you.
Meet in the middle. That solves the problem, right? 50.
69.
Yeah, that's a good, 69.
70.
All right, guys. If there's no other
42,
questions,
40,
we can.
40. So 42 is 420, right? 42 is a good number.
That is a good number.
88.
Mm.
Let's keep the 8 intact. 88.
Or we could just do 432 and we could just give a whitelist to Chris and call it a day.
Yeah. And top secret. Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right, guys. So we'll go ahead and wrap this AMA up here. If I'm glad I saw a bunch of new faces in here. This is kind of really refreshing. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're going to be doing a lot more AMAs here on Discord. Let me know what you guys think of this too. Do you guys like the Discord AMAs? Do you guys like using Discord over Telegram in general? I personally, my opinion, I like Discord more than Telegram. I think it's much more organized. I think there's a lot more functionality. We can implement a lot of really cool bots and AI stuff into the Discord to kind of like make it more streamlined and just much more interactive for the community. I don't know if it's me just getting burnt out on Telegram, but just spending some time on Discord over the last few days felt really refreshing. So that's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think in the chat. Just just type it up to me, tag me, whatever. Let me know on Telegram too. But I think we can start using this a little bit more often. And Lewis and Max were having some pretty in-depth conversations as to how important of a tool Discord is, not just for the crypto community, but for the NFT community as well, and also for just anything that has to do with technology. Some of the biggest companies and some of the biggest projects in the world are all on Discord, and there's a reason why they use this over Telegram. It's just because it's much more organized and much easier to find what you're looking for, rather than just being on Telegram and it's a wall of text, and 2 days later you forget everything that's been written in there. So Brutal is asking, is it possible to share screen in Discord, for example, in the gaming channel? Yeah, it is possible. If it doesn't work,
No. I tried it because it's blocked for me.
it's blocked. Okay, so I might just need to turn it on. The permission might just be turned off. So I'll turn that on. And I think we should start using that gaming channel a bit more. I actually just bought a gaming PC. I have to set it up. I'll do that sometime next week or whatever. But I bought it so I can actually get on and play some games with you guys. So I don't know what you guys play. I don't really play anything, so I got to learn. But I mean, I could probably kill some time with you guys after all of these launches come out and we have a moment to breathe. I'd be down to run some games with you guys, especially on Discord. So I think that'll be pretty fun.
I only play Overwatch.
I like that game. I have that on my PlayStation.
It's free to play also, so just downloading and playing, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Home Skillet says, quick question. I've sent tons of Discord invites to random people on Twitter. Does that qualify towards whitelist, or do they verifiably have to accept the invite? So they'd have to accept the invite and just get into the channel. I don't think they have to confirm a role. Yeah, they don't need to confirm a role, but they just need to join the Discord from your specific invite. But we're able to track and see like how many people click on those invites and whatnot too. So yeah. Cool. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here. For any other questions, like I said, feel free to tag me in here, tag me on Telegram. You could send me an email if you want, but nobody knows my email, so we'll just keep it that way. But yeah, I think this was good. I had a lot of fun today. I'll be back on here on Thursday for another AMA, and like I said, keep your eyes open in our pinned messages over the next few days, next couple of days. We might have something big for y'all, and I wouldn't want anyone to miss it if we do end up having to make that announcement. So with all that being said, if you missed Doge, that sucks. If you missed Shiba, damn, that also sucks. If you missed ShibaDoge and everything else we got going on, I still love you, but it doesn't change the fact that you suck. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. This was fun. Have a good one. Love you guys. Peace.
Love, peace.